we're hanging up traps to help us with the detection effort for emerald ash borer. We're using some locations within the city of Boulder to determine which trap is most effective, and based on that information, we're then placing all of the most effective traps on the high traffic corridors leaving the city of Boulder so that we can help with the detection effort for municipalities that are east and north and south of the city of Boulder. This is an insect that is not native to the United States, and it's not native to Colorado. This pest was first brought here to the United States in the Detroit, Chicago area, we think in the late 1990s. And it basically will move through all fraxinous species, so all ash species. And here in Colorado, we have white ash and green ash, which is very prominent. Most of our communities have somewhere around 15% of their overstory is ash component, either green or white. And once the pest becomes infested in an area, all of those trees will die unless they become chemically treated for this pest. Well, a tree can be infested up to 2 to 3 years before really you start to notice anything that's wrong with it. And that's because a lot of these little wood borers, the emerald ash borer is a small little wood borer that lives in just under the bark. And it takes many, many of them to actually cause the whole tree to die. And really what we first start to see is we start to see a limb that starts to lose its green color. It might kind of turn an early fall color. And then after that, you might actually start to see little small emergence holes, or you might start to see the bark cracking, as well as small little leaves at the tips and terminals of each branch. But once you get to that stage, once a tree becomes infested to that stage, it's really too late. They can move up to a half of a mile in each year, so it's not very far. So typically what we see is when a new spot does arise, it's typically further than a half mile away, and it's typically because of human-assisted movement. So moving wood. And the color means that basically you can't move any ash wood out of the county of Boulder, but oftentimes it's difficult to determine whether or not you have ash wood after it's been cut. And so that's why they basically try to say, we try to spread the message, please don't move any hardwood outside of the city of Boulder and outside of the county.